3 benches for fucking abs. 3 benches for fucking abs. You can do this shit behind the fucking wall. We do this shit behind the fucking wall. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Husky Boy Barbenders. I hope y'all saw that bullshit where people was taking our fucking bench machines or bench areas and using that shit for abs. This shit pissed us off. Took us like an hour to get set up on a station. But anyway, Bruce, explain what we were doing that day.
Alright, so today we were doing 10-8-6. As you can see, Thomas is going first. He's got the back arched. Nice width in the arms. Slow grind on some of the reps, but you know. Today was
It's fucking 10-8-6.
Yeah, it was 10-8-6. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't our Wednesday where we usually focus on form. Today was get the reps,
exactly,
and get the weight.
And I actually, I think for this one, I actually was working on widening my arms out because honestly, the 10-8-6 week is the best time to work on form, even though it's high reps. Getting the mentality right.
Yeah, the mind-muscle connection is definitely good for high reps, all the hypertrophy and stuff. This is no science. This is experience. We're not here to give you. We're not scientists. We're not maybe Tom's a little bit of biology major, but
No.
I ain't no biology major. I'm gonna give you what I tried and what worked. You can see me. I'm the real OG. The real OG.
Okay.
The track pants, sweater, gray hoodie, orange shoes all day, every day.
Let me ask you, why don't you use your squat shoes for bench like every other pussy ass nigga on YouTube?
Because I don't cheat, okay? I like to keep my heels on the ground. My actual heels, not the 0.75 or 2 inches maximum heel height that people use to give them the advantage in the USAPL or IPF meet. Honestly, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. If it does, I don't know because I don't try it. I like to bench as fairly as possible, touch my chest, go all the way down, unlike bodybuilders do, and they only half rep. You can see Thomas getting out some force reps. That's what you need sometimes, though. You need force reps to gain strength.
At the end of
your workout.
You should not be force repping every single rep.
Has anybody ever seen in high school, there's always that one dude who you spot him on every single rep for like 10 reps, and then on the next set, he's like, let's go up and wait. And you're like, dude, come on. No. Let's go down and wait so you can actually do some weight by yourself, which is what we try to do here. It's always good to get a couple force reps in. But
you want to hurt your muscles, not injure them.
Yeah.
Honestly. But so this is the end of our 10-8-6. That shit was a grind.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and tell them we actually missed out on our, the incline, right? We also did incline.
We also did incline. We do incline after every 10-8-6.
It's 5x5, right?
5x5. So on 10-8-6 week we do 10-8-6 for 3 and then come back down. So we go up. It's a pyramid style, and then 5x5 we do the same pyramid.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
we do 10-8-6. Okay. Yeah. So the next video we'll have that. We should have that captured. So now we're doing. You changed it. So normally we do 10-8-6 on squat as well, but this time you changed it. Why'd you change it 3x10?
So we changed it to 3x10 to just get in a little bit more hypertrophy. Our workout is a powerlifting style workout, so of course we're looking to gain strength. But I feel like, in my opinion, weight moves weight. It's best to just get a hypertrophy week in, then get in the next week of a 10-8-6, and then the following week just burn out some heavy weight with 5s and 3s. At least that's what we're doing now on squat, and it worked. I mean, Thomas jumped up in weight, massive amount of PR increase. I had a massive PR increase.
You had a fucking massive amount of PR.
Yeah, you see in the background, I'm trying to tell my man Chris, explode out of the bottom. He has so much mobility that essentially he can do a pause squat, and it's almost a perfect like Olympic pause squat. Me, on the other hand, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 squat Bruce is not as perfect as Chris.
Okay, so don't think we're racist. This dude bothers us every day and calls our African friend Oladipo and calls our Mexican friend what does he call him? Do you remember? I don't know. That nigga, he's more racist than us, so don't even throw that shit at us. He gets on our nerves every day, but I mean,
He's cool though. I mean, if I needed him in a fight, I depend on him.
He's got to be the most interesting.
He's an interesting man.
The world.
Sometimes he'd be talking during my set, but other than that, I can't say anything about him.
So explain why we go so deep. People say that'll snap your knees.
No. See what?
There's no point in going that low.
So we go deep on a squat for a variety of reasons, mainly because I feel like it's the most efficient way to squat. Your natural position while kneeling down is in a deep squat.
Don't they say? I read somewhere. Now you tell me. You know more about this shit than me, but I read somewhere where they said that going parallel, like purposefully just going parallel, is actually harder on your knees.
Yeah, it actually puts more. That's the maximum amount of stress you can put on your knees, going parallel. Since your natural position at the bottom is in a deep squat, I feel like you can appropriately measure depth. You can have a consistent depth ratio every single squat, so you can accurately measure what is a strength increase. One, for me, I believe, just from my experience and from what I've seen other people do. And two, I just think going deeper is much cooler than, going parallel. I mean, if you've ever seen anybody squat 500 pounds deep on YouTube, I'll be doing that soon.
Yes.
It looks much cooler than seeing somebody squat 500 pounds parallel or even like a quarter squat.
Yo, speaking of squat, all right, let's go ahead and just dispel this myth right now. You do not need a spot on squat. I want people, if you honestly need a spot to do your squat, then you're doing too heavy a weight. I want to go ahead and put that out there right now. You need to be doing weight that you can do on your own appropriately. Otherwise, you would have no need for guard bars, honestly. So put the guard bars low, put your ass to grass, and do the fucking weight.
He's through. I agree.
I mean, it's funny. If you look at some previous videos uploaded, like when we were doing, I believe it was our 1 rep, a guy actually just tries to spot Bruce out of the blue. We didn't ask him. He wasn't over there when the video started. He just walks over, and when Bruce fails, tries to catch the bar. And if you think about it, trying to catch a bar as somebody dropping it could possibly have snapped his wrist or his forearm.
Yeah, he could have hurt himself a lot more than he could. I was fine. I mean,
you learn how to properly
fail. That's a part of lifting. That's a part of life. Learning how to appropriately fail a lift.
That's like falling off your bike. You have to learn how to do that shit
so that you don't crack your neck in half. I mean, if my neck is bent a little bit after I fall off my bike, I'm not gonna trip over it. But if my dad tries to catch me and I snap his neck, that's a whole different story. What am I supposed to do about that? It's your fault at that point. So,
snap. But yeah, you don't really need a spot for. The only thing you honestly need a true spot for is bench. Everything else, deadlift, you can drop the bar. Squat, let the bar roll off your back. Power clean, you may need somebody to watch you in case you have bad form by accident.
Yeah,
but other than that, you really
even
not.
That I doubt you would need a.
You have to really fuck up.
Yeah, you have to really.
You have to really be bad at power clean.
You really gotta throw the bar at your neck, fall backwards.
Now these are just regular lifts. Now if you're doing Olympic snatch and shit, you might need a spot.
I don't know about a spot. I mean, the snatch is just scary. I think I tried to snatch a while ago and that's not a story worth telling. So I'm just gonna ignore that part. Here we're talking about, having good form and bad form. I'd say 90% of the time, and people are gonna disagree with me, but I don't care. 90% of the time, you need good form, and I'd say there's 10% of the time we just gotta let everything go. Just do the weight, that's how you gain strength.
But see, if you have good form naturally, then when you go and try to do weight, the form will help. It'll help you a whole lot. It'll keep you from
when that 90% of the time you're practicing form, it transfers over into that 10% of the time. That 10% of the time, you're not gonna have perfect form on every single rep. It's just a matter of life. I'm sorry for all you YouTube specialists, technique specialists, can't lift weight specialists, trying to tell everybody, you're doing this wrong. No. Don't tell me anything. I'm gonna do my weight. And I'm going to get it done the way I want to get it done. And 90% of the time, I'm going to have good form. And 10% of the time, I'm going to just say, fuck this shit. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it.
Exactly. And that's basically the end of this workout session. So go out there, squat some heavy ass weight, bench some heavy ass weight, and then come back to us and tell us how your gains work. Like, subscribe, and comment on the bottom of the video.
You already know, Husky Boy Barbenders. Bend in the bar, no avatar. Let's go.